You mentioned Lil Wayne, right? And then you mentioned that era. That era, even the 90s, relied heavily into mixtapes. Like albums came out, of course, but it was like a heavy mixtape era during that time.
Yeah.
If you could pick one mixtape or a series of mixtapes, what is it? What's that mixtape?
From that time, that era?
Just in general, really. But I know that time focused heavily on that, but in general.
If I had to pick one, I would have to say the Drought 3. Probably like my favorite mixtape. And it didn't help that I was a Wayne head back then, but I would say that's like my favorite mixtape, especially coming from that era. But you know, you had the Drought, you had Dedication, you had Gangsta Grills, you had, I mean, who didn't make a mixtape back then? Like that was the thing to do back then. But if I had to pick one, the Drought 3, like.
Yeah, Wayne made a living off those mixtapes for a while.
Exactly.
So I can see that being the case. That's probably my favorite too, the Drought 3. I mean, most of the songs on that mixtape, I can probably recite word for word.
Oh, I know I can. I know I can. Like for real.
The ad-libs and everything. All right. So now, today, you know, we in the era of streaming and everything like that. Music is kind of different, rap is kind of different, but it still have a lot of like rappers who still put a lot of work into it, a lot of dedication to their craft, and from that spawned a lot of great talent and labels. So with that being the case, if you have to sign to one label out of these two labels, which would it be, Dreamville or TDE? If they came up to you with a contract, both of them at the same time, telling you to sign, but you gotta pick one, Dreamville or TDE?
Ooh. I would say Dreamville for the simple fact that I feel like either I personally heard it or I just seen. It seemed like everybody that I know that's part of Dreamville has had some music come out. SZA over there fighting for her life at Top Dog.
Fighting for her life.
She is. I haven't heard any J-Rock music in a long time. Not to say that they don't put his music out, but it's always a long gap between.
Redemption was 2019 or something like that.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know what Absol doing, and it might be, you know, his medical condition or something with his vision might have something to do with it. I can't tell you the last time I heard a Schoolboy Q song. And so it just seems like I hear more or see more projects being put out from Dreamville as opposed to Top Dog. So if I was an artist and I really want to get my stuff out there, or just to be seen, get that notoriety or what have you, I think Dreamville probably be my route.
Yeah, I think the last album that Kendrick put out is his last album with TDE.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so I think he's moving out and doing his own thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you have one concert left that you can go to. One concert left, right? It's the last concert you can go to. Who will be the opener, the middle act, and the closer or headliner? This is the last concert ever.
Dead or alive or?
Dead or alive.
Ooh, that's a good question. Dead or alive, I would say opening act. Gosh.
Because you got to think, it's a concert, not just the music itself, but the performance.
Right.
With that.
Well, I can go backwards. Headliner, Michael Jackson, because I never seen him in concert, especially in Michael Jackson in his prime.
Can't go wrong.
I can't say that I'll be passing out crying like a lot of them people was back then, but I'll be fanning out for sure. Then I would say to go before him, Beyonce, because she always puts a great concert.
Okay.
She does a lot. And opening act, you know what, for the theme of dance and entertainment and stuff like that, I wouldn't mind seeing a Usher or Chris Brown.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Usher.
To get you to wake up a little bit as it goes on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go with those three.